Hello all and welcome to Wayne's Allotment. So what have I got for you this time round? Well, this one is a little bit of a one-off really. I'm bringing you up to speed with regards to work that I'm doing out on the plot. You may remember a few videos back I showed you me starting to join some beds together. Well, this is a continuation of that really. So I'll let the video explain it all for you. I'd like to thank everybody that watches my videos. It is very much appreciated. Please like, comment. I read all the comments and I will get back to people on the comments. And if you really like what you see, then please subscribe, and don't forget, if you do subscribe, hit the bell and you'll be notified every time I put a new video up. So without further ado, let's crack on. Thanks a lot. This next clip that you're about to see was filmed out on the plot. It's Wednesday 29th of January, and when I first took on my original plot, it had been worked by an elderly gentleman that had he didn't put any manure, any grow more, fish blood and bone. He didn't put anything into the ground, and the ground was very clayey. Apparently he used to grow parsnips, and I think he grew sprouts, carrots, things like that, and I'm informed that his spade was sort of something literally only about 3 or 4 inches deep. Somebody said, if you imagine those, you know those half moon cutters for cutting the edge of lawns, when you're straightening up a lawn, they said his spade was very much like that. He just literally tickled the surface of the ground. And it was very true. Well, I've got to be honest, when I first started working it, it was rock hard and it was clay. And that was why I put the small beds in place. The thinking behind it was, if I make a small raised bed area, I can put some compost into it, fish blood and bone, pelletised chicken muck, grow more, whatever. Put all those sort of things into it. I'm putting some goodness into a small area of ground, and hopefully it's going to pay back, and it has. It really is. I do get some very good crops off it, and that was like 3 years ago. I'm trying to think now. A few videos back, anyway, let's put it that way. I can't think which one, but a few videos back I showed you a clip of me actually putting some of these beds together. Well, today I've decided to continue that task, but as you'll see in the video, it's shall we say it's on a bit more grander scale, let's put it that way. So I'll stop waffling and I'll just show you this bit of a clip of me getting these beds together. Right, as you can see, I've already removed the wood chip and the weed suppressant membrane from there. I've started raking that there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this board out here, that one out there, that one out there, that one out there, and so on, working all the way through, and I'm going to dig the lot so it becomes one complete border, or one complete bed should I say. So without further ado, let's crack on and get the job done.
I could stay like this, forever following you. Just don't get too far, and I'll be right where you are. You're a dream that I could finally see. I just want us to always be, to always be.
Right, so what we've done, I've taken the board off there and cut it to make two boards for across there. The boards come off there and done two off there. I've yet to take that board off and that other board there, and then if we walk up I'll show you. I will then be taking these two boards off and doing these ends. Malibu's come to inspect the work. Hello. But there's a slight anomaly with what I'm doing. I need to pull back and just show you. If you look at this line of boards, it's as straight as a dog's hind leg, or even a cat's hind leg. That's due to my Mark 1 eyeball wonky ball. But up there, let me just zoom into it a little. As you can see up there, the bed that has got the parsnips in is slightly over to the left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that end board out, and I'm going to join from there to there with one board. I've worked out with regards the amount of ground that it's going to give me, and just doing this along here is going to give me the equivalent of two more beds. So I'm going to do the same with along here. Sorry about the sun. Let me stand over here. I'm going to do the same with these two beds. All that I've got in anywhere at the moment is those broad beans, but I'm going to join all these up as well, come right the way through to here, and it's going to give me some room. I don't know what to do yet with regards the fruit trees that I've got over there. I may try and incorporate that in some way into those two beds, or for this year just incorporate those two beds together for now. I don't know, but I just thought I'd show you progress, how we're going. It's hard work. This ground that is in between the beds, it's like digging concrete, which is understandable considering these paths have been down for 3 years. But onwards and upwards, we crack on. Okay, there you see, we've now got everything all framed up. Wind's getting up as well now. We've got it all framed, all done. This down here, obviously where all the paths are, that's got to be dug over. What I'm doing, I'm not going to dig that over, I'm going to dig that out. This, especially down here, is really bad. It's more or less red clay, full of mare's tail as well. So the plan will be to dig that out, dump that, and then I'll fill these various, where I dig them all out, I'm going to fill them up then with some decent soil, a bit of compost from out of my compost bins. I've got a little bit of well rotted manure there left, so we'll get and put some of that in, bit of spent compost, and then we'll give the bed a general spruce up, pelletised chicken muck and so on, ready for planting out a bit later on in the year. So there we have it, that's all dug out. That will now, where you can see there, I've started digging over that bottom as well to try to free it up a little, stop it being so claggy in the bottom. That will now have a mixture of my compost, spent compost, and some topsoil put into there to bring it up to the level of this bed here, and we'll carry on with the next. Looking along, I honestly don't think these other paths are going to be so bad. I don't think they're so clayey, but I'll dig them over because we're getting the mare's tail out if nothing else, and I'll see, and if they look okay they'll be left, and they'll just have compost and so on added to them to perk them up a little.